What's good, y'all? I'm tired. It's 6:01 a.m. I just got home from work, but I gotta talk about the LaMelo Ball news. So his rookie season is over with, and don't grill me for the do-rag, man. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep, but gotta talk about this news, man. The grind don't stop. But yeah, LaMelo is done for the season. He fractured his left wrist, so he's gonna be, out for the rest of the season. He's gonna get a second opinion to confirm the diagnosis, but his year is likely over, and that's definitely just a tough blow for him because he's had such a phenomenal rookie year. Averaging like 16, 6, and 6, which for a rookie is amazing numbers, and he's shooting it well from the field, well from the 3-point line, and also well from the free throw line too. Like, pretty efficient all around for a rookie point guard, which you don't see that, very often. And he's just shown a lot of flashes that he's gonna be a future All-Star in this league. And it's, tough break for him, tough for Hornets fans because right now they're sitting at the 8th seed at 20 and 21, and looking like they might be able to make a playoff push. They've been playing some really good basketball, but now it's gonna put them in kind of a weird situation, I think. We'll see with the trade deadline coming up this week, just how that injury is gonna factor into what they plan to do for the rest of the season. And then just for NBA fans in general, anybody who loves basketball, LaMelo's been Showtime this season. Box office material. I know we always see him getting posted on House of Highlights and on Twitter and stuff. Anytime he makes a big play, but he's really been that good this season. And for me personally, I mentioned in the last, I think, 2 videos I did. You guys should check them out if you haven't seen them already. But I was mentioning how I haven't got to watch as much Hornets basketball this season as I wanted to, but I've been able to tune in a little bit lately. They didn't, put on great performances, but just the fact watching this team, continue to grow together and watch LaMelo continue to shine was something I was looking forward to watching for the rest, the last 31 games of the season for them. And then we get this news, which for me just kind of came out of nowhere. Like I just checked my phone at work and seen that he's gonna be out for the season. I'm just like, it kind of blew me away. Like that's my team or something like that. But no, I'm just a fan of basketball, and I love what LaMelo's been doing this season. So very tough. So let's talk about the repercussions of this injury. Luckily, it's doesn't seem like it'll be really too altering besides him missing the rest of the season. Just wrist injury. Plenty of players have had this type of injury. It's a fracture. So, he should definitely be back from that, and, by the time next season starts. And I'm pretty sure it's on his left hand, so, not on his dominant hand, which is, a good sign for him. So, won't mess with his jump shooting or anything. And, yeah, I mean, the least you can say is, it's not a worse injury. Because we've seen rookies, have much worse injuries than this. So, I guess that's the silver lining is a wrist injury, it's a hand injury. And I'm kind of interested because I feel like players come back sooner from wrist fractures, but maybe I'm thinking of clean breaks, but that's just me personally. I remember Paul Pierce fractured his left hand or something like that, and he was back within 2 weeks. This was 19 years ago or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's a different extent. Maybe it's a grade 1 fracture, grade 2. I don't know how all that works. I'm not a doctor. And yeah, the impact of the Rookie of the Year race. This will probably hinder LaMelo from winning the award. Anthony Edwards has been making a run anyway, so it was making it a little more interesting. But I still think LaMelo was the front runner. But I mean, now with him missing potentially the last 31 games of the season, it's probably going to make it real difficult for, voters to still, vote for him. Kind of similar to how Joel Embiid only played 34 games his rookie year or something like that. So, yeah, tough break for LaMelo. I know probably he had bigger aspirations than, just Rookie of the Year, but every rookie wants to win that award. That's a staple for, a rookie to know that they've, left their mark. But, moving on to, more, I guess, important things is, the team success. I mean, now the Hornets are in a funny situation because Teams have already been calling for like Terry Rozier to see what's up with him. I think the Clippers were a team that was looking to make a trade for Terry, and now it's interesting for the Hornets. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna be sellers at the deadline, or are they just gonna try and ride this out with what they have still? I mean, if they keep the roster, they'll still have Terry. They'll still have Devontae Graham. Been up and down this season. Gordon Hayward's been really, really good this season for them. Miles Bridges, Malik Monk. They got some guys still, and they're right now sitting at the 8th seed. So it'll be interesting to see if they decide to just sell, try and get another draft pick, and add to this young core, or just stay where they are, and try and make a bottom playoff push, bottom seeded team, or just make it to the play-in tournament. So it's gonna be real interesting. I mean, this week, with the trade deadline coming up, I keep talking about it, but it's gonna be interesting. I saw Woj was reporting something like he expects like 15 plus trades to happen, before the deadline. So we could be in for some chaos and a lot of changes going on around the league. We already saw the PJ Tucker move and stuff, so they could just be added moves, and I think this could make it interesting for the Hornets, because maybe they weren't trying to trade Terry Rozier, even though teams have been calling, but now given that LaMelo's gonna miss the rest of the season, it'll be interesting to see how they decide to attack this deadline. It's gonna be very interesting. And then really, it's just as a fan, it's just so unfortunate, man. Especially because how well LaMelo's been playing, but I have no doubt he's gonna bounce back, and year 2 is gonna be even better for him. I mean, for given the circumstances for this rookie class, and for him, specifically, since we're talking about LaMelo, to average 16, 6 and 6, given that you didn't really have a training camp. The draft was in November, so you didn't have summer league. You didn't know who you were playing with until, a month before the season started. This condensed schedule, the virus testing going on all the time. Just not really being able to get like a set schedule and stuff. It's tough. It's tough for these rookies to really adjust. But I think this class has done a phenomenal job, and I think LaMelo's really done a great job. He's gotten better and better, I think, each month this season. And, he's only gotten better once his, minutes went up. And, he got put into the starting lineup and all that. So, still great 40s or so games from LaMelo that we've seen. Unfortunate that his season is potentially coming to an end. But, no doubt that he'll come back in the future, and, he's going to be a star for years to come. I can definitely guarantee that. But this is the 6 a.m. edition of Rick Knows Hoops, man. 6 a.m. So, hey, leave a like for me, because I'm exhausted, man. I am working a 10-hour shift. It's for the birds. It is for the birds. So, leave me a like, subscribe if you're new. And I'm going to be back next time. No do-rag. I promise I'm going to be more awake. And we're going to talk some more hoops, y'all. But I'm going to see y'all next time, man. Peace.